This is the year of the foundation bombs, and I'm here to tell you and make it easy for you to make a choice on which foundation bomb is best suited for you, because this can get overwhelming, but I got you, Bonita. Started, Bonitas, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we are so close to 70,000 subscribers and I cannot get there without your support. So please go ahead and subscribe if you enjoy watching my content. Also, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy watching these type of informative beauty videos, because I love to help you shop with confidence when you're at your favorite beauty store. With all that being said, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So I think today I want to start off with the L'Oreal foundation balm. So L'Oreal came out with their foundation balm earlier this year. I do have in-depth reviews for all 4 of these foundation balms, but we're just going to be breaking them down in segments today. You can see how it looks and applies on the face, but this one is the L'Oreal one. I have used this quite often, and I do find that the shade 5 works really well if you are medium tan neutral complexion. It's something that I would recommend. You can pick this one up at Ulta in store. If you like shopping in store, you could also, you know, purchase it online and do all that. I do want to talk a little bit more about this foundation in my experience and who I would recommend this for, because I do feel like all that stuff matters. So the full name is the True Match Hyaluron Tinted Balm Foundation. This retails for $17.99, so it is not the cheapest, but this is a lightweight foundation balm that is formulated with 80% skincare ingredients. This is makeup that feels as good as it looks. It is a very lightweight formula, nice and hydrating. It does give a buildable type of coverage, which you can go from light to a medium coverage that gives some radiance. I wouldn't say it looks completely radiant, but it does give some radiance to the skin, and it does a beautiful job of covering up the imperfections. As you can see, my rosacea is pretty flared up today, and I felt like this was one of the balms that really did do a good job of covering as much as that is possible. I also do find that this shade works really well with neutral undertones, so that's always a plus. Also, it claims that 91% said imperfections like wrinkles and fine lines look minimized after the use of this product. This is safe for all skin types. It's dermatologist tested for safety and non-comedogenic. This also can be paired with the other balms that L'Oreal has launched. It combines the instant hydration of skincare with radiant coverage of a foundation. It's also that on-the-go format, so you can take this on the go. It comes with a mirror. It also comes with a little sponge. I find that the best way to apply this specific foundation, and honestly most of these balm foundations, is with a brush. So this is something that I would say is best suited honestly for normal dry combination skin. And here you do get 0.28 ounces, so you don't get a full standard ounce, but I tend to find that with a lot of foundation balms you don't get that full ounce. It is rare you do, and there is one here that you do get that full standard ounce that we're about to talk about. So I would say L'Oreal, great for the person who's on a budget, who likes a buildable coverage and wants something that'll be hydrating but not overly hydrating and wears very well for the day. Now the price isn't the cheapest for drugstore, but out of all the other ones we have here, this is the only drugstore one that I have. Okay, now we're gonna move on to It Cosmetics. So this one is most comparable with this. These two are pretty similar. They're very skin care heavy. I would say this one is the best suited out of the 4 I'm going to talk about today for dry skin, very dry skin. It Cosmetics really nailed it with this one. Now in here you do get 0.63 ounces, so you do get more product from this than the one by L'Oreal, but this one is a little bit more costly. This is called the Do It All Hydrating Sheer Tinted Moisturizer Balm. Retails for $34. I do have this in the shade Medium Neutral 305, and it truly is a beautiful, great match for my complexion. What I notice immediately from this foundation as I apply it is the pigment it immediately gives. I feel like out of the 4 of these foundations, this one gives immediate pigmentation right away, just literally with one swipe, and bam. I like to apply these all with brushes. That first initial swipe is just a swipe, but then I like to kind of tap it onto the skin, and that's going to give really good pigmentation and kind of give that great coverage that you would want from it. I would recommend this one for anybody that has dry to normal skin but prefers something nice and radiant. This one has the most radiance out of all 4 of these. The radiance is truly there. It honestly glides on like butter. Like, it's lovely. I like it, but as somebody with very oily skin, I definitely have to be careful with this product because by the end of the day, I can look very dewy, oily. So this one is a 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer that transforms skin instantly and over time. It has a next generation serum that combines sheer buildable coverage with 92% skincare ingredients for a radiant look that firms, hydrates, and minimizes the look of lines. So this one has like 80%. This one has 92%. So they're similar, but I do feel like if you're somebody that has very dry skin, just go ahead and get this one. You're not gonna regret it. It's gonna be fantastic on your dry skin. Also does come in 15 flexible shades. It's buildable, but honestly, I feel like this gives way more coverage right away than the one by L'Oreal. This one is more true to buildable. This one, I feel like you go in with one swipe and you're like, whoa, pigment. Like, that pigmentation is there. For my dry skin bonitas, this is something that you will definitely love, and it's gonna become like your go-to product, especially if you're somebody that doesn't like to wear a lot of foundation, like traditional foundation. You prefer a more skincare focused type of product. This will work very well, especially on top of your skincare and your sunscreen. I feel like It Cosmetics really does do a great job of doing products for like the everyday person who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup, just more for the everyday. I want to look polished, but not like overdone. Okay, next up, we have finally something for the oily skin bonitas. Laura Mercier came out with their Tinted Blur Balm. I do have this in the shade 3. Now, do you see how fast I hit pan? Okay, we need to talk about this because this one's very interesting. I feel like I have a love and hate relationship with this specific balm just because I feel like it's good, but you'll go through this super quick, especially if you have a lot of things to cover. This does retail for $44, and this is a transformative balm to powder skin tint infused with peptides to deliver a natural matte soft focus finish with weightless long wearing coverage. It is light coverage, which I do agree. I feel like with this one, you saw when I apply it, you have to build it up to get that more medium coverage type of result, especially if you do have things to cover. This may not be the product for you because you'll go through this super quick. You see why I'm going through this super quick, because I have to cover things. I have a lot of redness, so I need to cover that. Maybe I would say if you want to do like a green corrector before you go in with this so that you're not using so much of this, but you would want to use something else underneath, that could be great. Something I would recommend if you do want to spend the money is the Herborian CC Red Correct, especially too because it does contain 25 SPF. So you could apply a layer of this. The green corrects the red, and then go in with the balm so you're not having to use too much balm, but that's just my recommendation. I think for the person that likes luxury, that likes Laura Mercier, and they prefer a matte balm and truly want it to give almost that powder finish, but you don't have that many imperfections, this is definitely going to be a product that will wear very beautifully on your skin. This one also does contain 0.17 ounces, so it contains less than both of these two, and actually less. This is the least product out of all 4 products that we have here, so that's just something else to keep in mind. Again, it's a very beautiful natural matte finish. You can see it. It does look the most matte on me with very oily skin, and probably wears the most nice and matte for longer out of all these products, but you don't get a lot of it. So that's just something to know. Again, it has peptide infusion, which refines skin, enhances texture, elasticity, and tone. Vegan squalene, which is rich in fatty acids and vitamin E to protect the skin's barrier and soothe. And it has color, true pigments, and transparent mica, which blurs skin and delivers a soft focus, sheer veil of coverage. So I would say for my oily skin girls who don't have a lot to cover and love a Laura Mercier product, you're going to love this. Last but not least, I just did a review and wear test on this, and I am doing actually today the short version content for it, which you can see I am wearing this right now. I'm not the biggest fan of the color. I'm also wishing there was a little bit more coverage for the redness that I have on my skin, but I'm not 1000% mad at it. I think that what really I like about the Clinique Daily Balm is that it targets people that have irritated skin and redness, and I think that's not something that we see very often, but a lot of people have. So it's nice to know that there's a product for that, especially for the person who doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup. All of these balms tend to be more like skincare forward, which I think is great, especially for the people that prefer skincare over like heavy makeup, because if you think about it, the base and foundation of how your glam turns out is honestly skincare. You know, you could have the best products, but if your skin isn't prepped right, they're not going to look good. So I do appreciate that about Clinique, them coming out this product. Their shade range I'm a little iffy about because they don't have that many shades, and also the shade medium, which is typically what I tend to fall under, is picking up a little bit more orange than I would like it to. Right now I can get away with it because I have on concealer, I have on some bronzer, but also because it's summer. But come fall and winter, this is gonna look way too orange on me. This does retail for $49, so it's the priciest product out of all four that we have here, but I mean, you're getting a full ounce, so it should be lasting you a good 6 months, you know? Okay, so the Clinique Daily Calm Makeup Balm Foundation visibly even skin tone, rapidly soothes the look of irritation, plus improves the look and feel of bare skin over time, which is nice. Now today, like I mentioned, my rosacea was very flared up. So I will say after applying this, my rosacea did feel more calm. It didn't feel as irritated as it was feeling earlier today, which is a good thing. But do I think this covers all of my rosacea right away? No. I also do feel like with a brush or a sponge, this does apply well. I would, if you do go into the sponge, which is what I use today, you want to like really kind of bounce it on the face, and that'll help you get like the most coverage out of it. I wouldn't be like swiping it, because swiping it is just gonna shear out the product more and more. So again, it's one of those products that I'm still feel like I'm testing out and getting a feel for. I also did have to set this product with some leftover powder that I had from my under eye concealer powder that I used. But overall, I feel like maybe it's the shade too that's kind of throwing me off. But I feel like if this is the only product that you're gonna use and you're somebody that really appreciates something for irritated skin, redness, I think you'll enjoy this, and I think this could be your go-to product. Also recommend using your fingers. I personally think that if you have a lot of redness, the finger application won't work the best because you're gonna have to keep adding more and more product. I would say a sponge or a brush will work the best to really get that pigment out so that you have that pigmentation. But I like the concept of Clinique, but I'm not 100% sure about that shade range. So I would say go to Ulta stores, swatch them, see what they're about, and then purchase in store, because the shade may be an issue. And also I know a lot of you bonitas are similar shade match to me. I would say medium is way too warm, so maybe try light 3, medium and neutral friendly. So definitely for the person that want something for irritated skin, redness, and is going to be using this as their primary product, isn't a big makeup wearer, I think this will be best for you. I think the common theme of all of these products is that it's definitely for the people who want something that is more heavy leaning on skincare. If you're not that concerned, you already have your skincare products and you just want a foundation to give you gorgeous glam, gorgeous skin for a makeup look, I wouldn't recommend foundation balms. That's just my preference. But if I did have to recommend one, I would say that the IT Cosmetics one gives you the most coverage for a hydrated look. So maybe for my glam people that want something for every day, like running errands, but you like fuller coverage, I think the IT Cosmetics one will be nice. Last thing I do want to say about the Clinique one is that I don't think that this is horrible on oily skin, but definitely powdering it can make a difference. So those are pretty much all my thoughts on the 4 new foundation balms that have come out this year, letting you know what is worth it, who it's worth it for, and what I'm kind of iffy about. So let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are, bonitas. I love interacting contigo. Which one of these foundation balms intrigues you the most? If you own any of these, which one is your favorite? Let's go ahead and chat down below. I love interacting contigo. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. That is is really, really greatly appreciated. Oh, I forgot to mention, I will have all the links listed down below in the description box so you can check out all these products. They'll also be popping up on the screen so you can click on everything and check the products out there too. That really does help this channel continue to grow, so I really appreciate it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós.